This kid who was born in the Jim Crow era, like I said earlier, and into poverty
Mhm,
was now
mhm.
introduced into this world privilege. It was the challenge of, can I get invited to all these places where people who look like me were once unwelcomed? Have we grown enough as a country to where people will still help someone achieve a dream just because they believe in the dream that the person is trying to achieve? They did things of leisure, and the non-aristocrats, they worked. So when the New World was formed, there were these clubs
Mhm,
formed, and these clubs
mhm.
were they had the types of leisure activities that there was no royalty here in the New World in the US. So the aristocrats,
I'm
if you will, they formed these social clubs and they did these social activities. And golf came to America and was introduced into these social clubs. The first golf courses were built by clubs, the country clubs, that what we call country clubs now.
okay.
So it's a world of
Right,
exclusivity. And
okay.
so if you think about my background, being born into abject poverty to a single mother in East Texas during the late Jim Crow era, I was born as far away from privilege as anyone could be. So it's an improbable journey that at 45, a senior vice president said to me, we were in Virginia, Jimmy, you're going back to Texas. If you want to get along with the folks that you're going to be working with that are gonna be working for you, you need to start shooting something. He says, "And I don't care what it is, you can shoot animals or you can shoot par, but pick one." So it was
Pick one that
either start
right.
hunting or start playing golf. So my wife picked. She
Mhm,
purchased a set of golf clubs for me and some lessons at a place in Beaumont, Texas called Games People Play. So I took golf lessons, and that started my journey. The first time I hit the ball and watched it, the first time I actually connected with the ball, because the first swings I missed.
right, you
Yeah,
always miss the
and
first
then
yes,
when I
yes.
finally actually connected with the ball and watched it soar into the distant sky, it was like magic. I was hooked. I was addicted. I wanted to do that again. And so I sort of gr fell in love with the game. And as I was getting ready to retire, I wanted to reconnect with our country. Early in my life, I would
Mhm,
travel across the country, go to the back roads, the backwoods, these small towns, and just interact with people.
mhm,
And there was a great
mhm,
sense of getting to know who we were as a country. But as life grew and family came and work and career grew, didn't have a lot of time for that. So my first year of retirement, I needed a project, something to get me from uh, 100-mile-an-hour career to a more relaxed retirement.
mm,
So my idea was to travel the country and go to all 50 states. Originally, I was going to go to all 50 states, play golf with strangers and with friends, 2 rounds of golf, one with strangers in the state, one with friends. That's 100 rounds. And then my wife
mm,
gave me a book by a guy, John Sabino, played the
mhm,
top 100 courses in the world. And I said, well, I'm playing 100 courses. Why don't I just play the best 100 courses in the country? And it was an interesting
mhm,
experience, Lisa, in that this kid who was born in the Jim Crow era, like I said earlier, and into poverty
mhm,
was now
mhm.
introduced into this world privilege. It was the challenge of, can I get invited to all these places where people who look like me were once unwelcomed? Have we grown enough as a country to where people will still help someone achieve a dream just because they believe in the dream that the person is trying to achieve?